it's Alma, and you're at Tarot of the Soul, back for another stream tonight on the new moon. Hoping to share readings and get good insight and thoughts out there to help others. So, yeah, back at it. We had an interesting day yesterday. We went to an amusement park, the local one in our area. It's really wildly known and popular. And yesterday was a popular day. It was really busy. The weather was warm, so the water park that we wanted to spend time at was full. Lots of people, huge long line that we kept coming back to because it was so long. Since we're season pass holders now, we can go both to the water park and the main park, theme park. And we did that to give ourselves a chance to not have to wait a really long time to get into the water park in the hot sun and unshaded areas. So I'm a little burned, but that's okay. It was a good time we had. So we were thankful. It was our first trip to the water park for the season. Our first trip, we rode the brand new roller coaster Siren's Curse, and that was a tilt coaster that tilts you 90 degrees, hangs you there, and then drops you, and you go into the coaster. So that was really fun, and we didn't have to wait long because of weather. And then we also, because it was a non-busy day, we got to go on another big ride called Steel Vengeance. It's this coaster that was it used to be called the Mean Streak, and it's this big wooden coaster, but it got old and really rickety, so they tore out the tracks and put in a new coaster called Steel Vengeance that weaves through the pre-existing structure of the Mean Streak. And so it was a really cool ride. That was the first time we all got to ride it. I don't remember riding it when it was the Mean Streak. So as it was new, that was quite an experience. And it was cool because we got to be in the front of the car. So not only did we get to ride it, but we got to be in the front for that experience. So that was pretty cool. All right, we have cards. The Source. When we speak of being grounded or centered, it is the source we are talking about. When we begin a creative project, it is the source that we tune into. This card reminds us there's a vast reservoir of energy available to us, and that we tap into it not by thinking and planning, but by getting grounded, centered, and silent enough to be in contact with the source. It is within each of us, like a personal, individual sun, giving us life and nourishment. Pure energy, pulsating, available, it is ready to give us anything we need to accomplish something, and ready to welcome us back home when we want to rest. So whether you are beginning something new and need inspiration right now, or you've just finished something and you want to rest, go to the source. It's always waiting for you, and you don't even have to step out of your house to find it. I love the idea of that. Something that's always with you, welcoming you home. There's a lot of cards in this deck that speak of being at home in the moment, and this card is the essence of how that sense of home is tapped into. And so the source is this beautiful concept of light in my mind. And it's warming and comforting and peaceful and jovial, I think is a good word for it. Joyful, another good word. There's a lot of positive energy in the source, and I feel connected to that abundance because There's just so much wonderful energy that vibrates when I feel centered and grounded and whole. And the essence of that energy to me is the source that connects us all. So I love going to source because I feel in that way it connects me with everyone else. And in my dream of world peace, it's important to me to feel connected to everyone else, because that ultimately is how I can uplift, support, love, nurture, care, all those things that go into, the empathy that I feel is a big part of me. And the internal influence is consciousness. It's interesting. The focus is the ace of fire, and then consciousness is the ace of clouds. So I drew 2 ace cards, which, let's see, aces. Let's see. I want to see what aces mean. Aces. No, that's wands. I need fire. Is fire wands? Water is cups. Clouds is probably swords, which would make fire wands, and rainbows. I don't know. Yeah, that might be right. Anyways, ace of clouds, which was ace of swords. Clarity, truth, breakthrough. And then for wands, inspiration, action, and new potential. All right. So consciousness, 138. Most of the cards in the suit of mind are either cartoon-like or troubled. Becoming the influence of the mind in our lives is generally either ridiculous or oppressive. But this card of consciousness shows a vast Buddha figure. He is so expansive he has gone even beyond the stars, and above his head is pure emptiness. He represents the consciousness that is available to all who become a master of the mind and can use it as a servant it is meant to be. When you choose this card, it means that there is a crystal clarity available right now, detached, rooted in the deep stillness that lies at the core of your being. There is no desire to understand from the perspective of the mind. The understanding you have now is existential, whole, in harmony with the pulse of life itself. Accept this great gift and share it. I definitely feel a sense of freedom from conflict in my mind. There's not a lot of fear or doubt or negativity that spirals in my mind. It happens from time to time, but it's more like passing storms in the sky than it is substantial weather patterns that move me to my core. So this consciousness card, I feel that when we're speaking of the source that I tap into, consciousness is the reflection of the source in my mind. So there's that energy that's always present, always there, giving me light. But then I live as a witness to that energy. My mind is the witness to that energy. And so I can reflect on the energy, I can enjoy it or perceive it's changing within me or externally around me. There's so many ways to invite the source energy into your moments. And for me, I love just floating through my days, feeling the source manifesting over and over repeatedly in ways that I never stop being amazed at how fulfilling and magical life can be. And I think I like that vast Buddha figure because the third eye is lit up and the constellations form the body. But in that third eye is the vision of light that guides me forward. And my vision of light in my third eye is a reflection of the source that connects us all. And so internally, as above, so below, I'm below on earth in human form, but I feel connected to the source that makes us all possible. And so these divinations come as a reflection of that source energy, and I feel tapped into that. And I love to get to be a part of that. And it's neat because integration is in the external influence card, and that I feel is how I participate in the world, via the integration of the source into my consciousness. I take that, and that is my way of being, and I carry that forward into my moments as I participate in the external world around me. The image of integration is the unio mystica, the fusion of opposites. This is a time of communication between the previously experienced dualities of life. Rather than night opposing day, dark suppressing light, they work together to create a unified whole, turning endlessly one into the other, each containing in its deepest core the seed of the opposite. The eagle and the swan are both beings of light and majesty. The eagle is the embodiment of power and aloneness. The swan is the embodiment of space and purity, gently floating and diving upon and within the element of the emotions, entirely content and complete within her perfection and beauty. We are the union of eagle and swan, male and female, fire and water, life and death. The card of integration is the symbol of self-creation, new life, and mystical union, otherwise known as alchemy. And I like that, the balance of this, the source energy that makes all things possible, filtered into my consciousness to be all that I witness, focused into active action of alchemizing the source energy into every moment I come to, so that it just oozes out of every possibility of opportunity that is around me. And I like that the card that comes next, what's needed to understand or overcome, no thingness. That is, to me, the blank slate that makes all things possible. From no thing comes all things. And without no thing, all things wouldn't be possible. There's a connection in thinghood. And so I like the idea of a blank slate. There's a lot of wrongs that have... Oh, I'm sorry. I was just talking. I didn't even see you there, Fandom Punk. Hi, welcome to the evening. Sorry I missed you. I was just, reading the cards for me while I was waiting for people to join the queue. So I'm glad you're here. It is going well. I'm having a great evening. Glad to be here and streaming. So I'm glad to have you here. I feel weird reading for myself, so it's always nice to have someone else to read for. So no thingness. Yeah, it's the blank slate. And for me, I dream of world peace, and there's a lot that works against world peace. And so I hope for a blank slate to rewrite the definitions of life and create utopian living for everyone. That's ultimately what I feel the source of my life force is connected to. It's good to hear and true. And finally, abundance. This is the King of Rainbows, which is the mastery of the physical. The Dionysian character is the very picture of a whole man, a Zorba the Buddha who can drink wine, dance on the beach, and sing in the rain, at the same time enjoy the depths of understanding and wisdom that belong to the sage. In one hand he holds a lotus, showing that he respects and contains in himself the grace of the feminine. His exposed chest, an open heart, and relaxed belly shows that he is at home with his masculinity as well, utterly self-contained. The four elements of earth, fire, water, and sky, all conjunct on the King of Rainbows, who sits atop the book of wisdom of life. Hello, hello, Sacred Mallow. Welcome, first-time chatter. Glad to have you here. I was just finishing up my reading as I waited for people to join the queue, so welcome to the community. What's the diamond spread? I'm not very familiar with different spreads for readings. This is the diamond spread. It's a 5-card spread. The center card is the first card. It's the focus of the reading, the highlight, the theme of what the reading is around. The second and third card are the internal and external influence cards. They revolve around the focus and give deeper insight into what's going on inside and what might be manifesting in the external. The fourth card is what's needed to overcome or better understand the focus of the reading. And the fifth card is the higher understanding or the resolution card. And so yeah, I see you joined, so I'll get to do a reading for you. I'm just finishing up this one, and then I'll jump to Phantom Punk. If you are a woman, the King of Rainbows brings the support of your own male energies into your life, a union with the soulmate within. For a man, this card represents a time of breaking through the conventional male stereotypes and allowing the fullness of the human being to shine forth. I like this King of Abundance. As I keep talking about my dream of world peace, ultimately, abundance is behind that peace. It's a prosperity beyond measure that our financial-based world wouldn't understand. If you look at this card, this person is so relaxed, so comfortable, so at peace with everything around him. That's world peace. We don't look like this in our world. We don't live like this. We aren't cultured to. And so for me, the higher understanding is to help others move towards that state of abundance, that acceptance, that comfort, that relaxation to just let things be. That's what I work towards when I share myself with others and these readings and, just my general faith that better is possible. It's all born of this connection to abundance through the source that makes all life possible, through my consciousness that's a reflection of that source. Integration, where I take that consciousness and I use it to move fluidly in my moments of participating in the world around me. I understand this no-thingness that comes before all the things that are possible, and that no-thingness is the ground foundation of the abundance I feel in all of my moments. So yeah, that is my reading. Phantom Punk, you are up. How are you doing tonight? Mama Bubble, hi. Welcome. You haven't been around in a while. I'm glad to see you back, Mama Bubble. I'm having a good night. I just had a great reading I did for myself. I'm actually thinking like tomorrow I'm going to try to clip it because it was really reflective of who I am. And so it was nice to get to share that on stream. Yes, you can have a general reading, Phantom Punk. I'm glad you made it back. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Yes, do it. Okay. Knight of Swords. Six of Swords reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. Now final card. Eight of Wands. I keep getting this ad where Gordon Ramsay is promoting Uber Eats by telling people not to cook and order delivery instead, and it just feels really antithetical to his whole thing as a chef. Yeah, I can see that. I don't like that kind of advertising. Like, for me, our family is low income, so we can't really afford to eat out. And part of one of my blessings is that I'm a good cook and I get to regularly feed good food to my family from home. We don't have to go out to eat to enjoy good food. And so this idea that this person who is so skilled in making good food would tell people to eat out, not at home. I mean, I get it. He's a chef. He got famous because people eat out. But yeah, it's just so anti-family and so, I don't know, gives me the icky feels. Like, I never cared for the guy. I knew he was always kind of playing a character for the camera and it didn't interest me, but seems like he really doesn't stand for much. All about the Benjamins. Well, that's so many. You know, when you're in the famous world, you have to make a living and that living is expensive. And so it's a different lifestyle. I don't understand it, but, you know, it is the world we live. I guess I hope, you know, putting myself out in the entertainment industry, that if I were ever to make it big and get really rich, I could be a different definition of rich people, one that goes broke helping people with their fame and fortune. That's the kind of rich person I want to be. So I don't get current modern culture of rich and famous because they have so much and they give so little, but to take more for themselves. And it's not something I believe in and works against that world peace I hope to see someday. So sorry, Phantom Punk, I got distracted with that conversation, or more of veered off, not distracted. But we'll come back to your reading. I love you, Daddy. Thank you. No worries. Good. Thank you for understanding. Knight of Swords, 128. Assertive, direct, impatient, intellectual, daring, focused, perfectionist, ambitious. The Knight of Swords represents energy, speed, and determination. The asker is highly ambitious and motivated to manifest their ideas. This card is a reminder to slow down and enjoy the journey. I like that note. So much of modern culture wants us to race to the finish line to get results. But life is a journey. It's a process of living. And if you're only worried about end results, you're never gonna see the fruits of your labor once you get there, because that sowing of time and energy and commitment and focus, it's all about the journey. And yeah, like, if we forget that the journey is what we're on, we're living distracted to what makes life meaningful. And so I like this card saying to slow down and just enjoy the process, not just live at the speed and high pace of making things happen. This card also signifies the asker's goals are within reach. They're ready to bring their plans into reality with focus, strength, and courage. Well, that's a beautiful omen, good omen to have. Six of Swords reversed. Stuck in the past, returning to trouble, running away from problems, trapped. This is the internal influence card. The Six of Swords reversed indicates the asker may feel stuck in a situation or circumstance. They have been procrastinating on making a change out of fear of discomfort and the unknown, hoping everything will resolve on its own. So I think another thing of modern culture, when we forget the journey and what it is to savor the moment we're in, we get stuck here. We get stuck in a rut, in a past, in a pattern, in a bad habit, in a lack of savoring and appreciating the wonder of life as it is. The journey is magical, good, bad, and otherwise. Whether all your moments are filled with joy, sadness, grief, tension, stress, fear, doubt, it doesn't matter. It's an exuberant existence just to be. But when you're stuck and like holding yourself back with patterns that don't serve you, life doesn't feel free, and it doesn't feel wonderful and awesome and exciting and all those things you hope life to be, because you're focused on things that don't matter, like the card, not focused on the journey. You're focused on things that are part of the journey but are just a small snippet of it. So it's about opening up and really, just embodying the moment. This card is a reminder that discomfort is sometimes a necessary stepping stone towards a happier future. Positive developments will show up along their path, but they must take the leap and embrace their inner strength. So yeah, I like that. Embrace your inner strength. Your strength is being you and being you in your journey. And so let that be the influencing factor as you step forward into your moments. I'm not quite sure world peace is something we'll ever see, but I do think more people are getting tired of the hustle culture and finding more peace in slowing down and engaging with community. And I think community is where world peace is found. Right now, we're a world full of people that are not community-based. We seek profits before we seek love, kindness, acceptance, and general common decency. So much emphasis is put on money that very little emphasis is put on what unites us as a people. And I think you're right. Hustle culture is really turning people away from the idea of always being on the go. And in a real way, in so many homes that are broken because of toxic love and unhealthy family patterns, I think it's going to internally be inspired with people to find that better sense of home for themselves. And I think when people start coming together in communities for real, starting small, in real life, helping each other, supporting each other, money starts to become less important, because those that have it share it, those that don't receive help, and just more is possible. And in my little snippets of exposure to the mainstream culture, I see this growing. I have a faith that people are tired of taking advantage of each other and being taken advantage of. And we seek more wholesome connections. And I think that's what's going to lead us into a different future. It seems bleak, but the darkness always seems darkest before the dawn. And I think we're in the dawning of a new era. It's the age of Aquarius, and that's supposed to be peace, love, happiness, and harmony, and all that kind of stuff. So let the ways of the old pass on, and let the new ones step into something more beautiful. Hey, Snickers. Yeah, I think so. As well, there is hope. I definitely believe in hope. There's too much good in this world to think it's hopeless. There's so much bad, but it's not so much bad that it's bleak. There are still really good people doing really good things for as many people as they can manage. And as long as those people are still real, I can't lose hope because they're out there tangibly making a difference. And I feel I'm tangibly making a difference. And I don't believe I'm alone in that. And that just makes hope that much easier to believe in. And I'm glad you guys see it too. I'm glad that you feel hopeful. That is something beautiful because a lot of people get lost in negative energy. Hi, Snickers. And lost in fears and doubts, and that can sweep us away from the abundance and bliss that life offers. So I'm glad you guys have that abundance with you. Hope is an abundance and grace. Four of Pentacles reversed. It is Pride Month right now. No one knows the value of community and found family like us. I think this year, from what I've seen in Pride events, it's been one of the most positive Pride months I've seen in a while. She is a calico, yes, and she's a wonderful blending of all our cats. We have a solid black cat, we have a black and white calico cat, and we have orange tabbies. And she happens to be a mix of all of them. And she's our little tiny kitty. She's only 10 or 11 months old now. I can't think straight because I'm streaming. But she was small and underfed when she found us, and now she's just tiny. Oh, Prince of Dorkness, you're there. Welcome. I'm glad you and Cassie are there. And I love this kitty too. I'm glad you're sharing in the love. I have a tortie, a black smoked tabby, a plain black cat, and an orange baby who is attached to my hip. You're a cat lover too. We love those kitties. They have so much personality. They bring just so much flavor to moments. I love the personality of our cats, and I'm so glad they found us. And I do believe in the cat delivery system that makes cats possible in our homes, because they keep finding us. They've gone haywire with us. Okay, so Phantom Punk, sorry about that. Your Four of Pentacles reverse that the kitty is laying on is in the external influence. Generosity, giving, spending, openness, financial insecurity, reckless spending. Jenny Vlogs, hi, welcome. Glad to have you back. I think it's been a while since I've seen you. How have you been? This card encourages the asker to reassess the belief systems underpinning their financial life, while also considering implementing new habits or a financial plan for the future. When these words come to me, I think of how we let money define our happiness, right? If it's about the journey, money is a small part of the journey, but so many people make their journey about money. And so if they don't have money, they can't enjoy their life. If they don't have money, they can't make their dreams come true. They miss out on just living because living, they think, comes with a price tag. And so it's exclamation ALMA space join. That'll get you in the queue. Oh, yep, it just came up. So yeah, I always think assessing how money influences your perspective, your actions, and your beliefs is a good thing to do. Money is a corrupting force in this world. I believe this because the people that have it still let horrible things happen in the world. So if money were a good and saving grace, why is the world the way it is with so much money in it and so much access to privilege and resources and just abundance? Money keeps people from doing good. So I encourage a healthy perspective on something unhealthy. Just like a drug you don't want to abuse, don't let money make your life toxic. Enjoy it despite money's presence. Ads. 10 of Swords. What's needed to better understand or overcome? Survival, improvement, healing, lessons learned, despair, relapse. The 10 of Swords reversed indicates the asker is having a hard time moving on after a recent betrayal or loss. They may have repressed their sadness about the situation and may be holding on to resentment or anger. This card can also mean the clouds are finally parting and better days lie ahead. There is an opportunity to make a major breakthrough and enter a new phase of life that is more peaceful and fulfilling. I like that. This card is in alignment with the cards that have come before. Yeah, the kitties do want my milk. I sit it there and they, especially Snickers, she always sneaks up and wants to get her head in it. And she's a very forceful little kitty. She doesn't take nudging very well. She'll do what she wants to. Um, Jenny, I'm not clairvoyant. I can't use the cards to, you know, tell you if somebody else is going to do something. I do have conjure cards, which those can be used to predict things, but that is $11.23 to do these cards. I feel predicting the cards is something heavy and shouldn't be taken lightly, and so it's not a free service. Um, but I, uh, I don't know that my cards can predict, these ones at least, can predict things like, will somebody call? I don't know how to read that information in the cards. So if that's what you're looking for, I don't know that I'll be able to help you. So the 10 of Swords, better days lie ahead. It's a chance to enter a new phase of life that is more peaceful and fulfilling. And I like that this card comes because we spoke of enjoying the journey. And so everything that got in the way, stuck in the past, money corrupting your connection to life, like realizing these is an awareness you come to that gives you a chance to do things differently, to head in a new direction, a better informed and more aware direction. And so that's a new chapter. And so it's letting go of those things that have really hurt you and opening up to embodying the journey for what it is and letting life lead you in the magical way that it leads us all. Which brings us to the higher resolution, higher understanding, 8 of Wands. Movement, speed, progress, quick decisions, sudden changes, excitement. The Eight of Wands represents forward movement, momentum, and action. This card suggests that stalled projects and endeavors will be picking up at a great speed. Momentum has finally arrived. I see, this resonates. Yay, I love to hear that. I love that it resonates and is what you needed to hear. That's what I hope to bring. This card also signals that new possibilities and opportunities will arrive unexpectedly. Ride the wave and practice self-belief and confidence. This is a moment for the asker to capitalize on all their hard work. Hey, Mama Bubble, you joined as well. That's awesome. So we have that. Let's get you your card from the Green Witch Oracle deck. Bird, freedom and opportunity. Oh, it's page 77, an angel number. I love that. I love that they would put bird on an angel number. Freedom and opportunity. As symbols of freedom in many cultures, birds tell us that we too can soar. Conversely, many bird species are tied to a food source in a specific region, so they are completely interconnected with local land and its energies. Finding a balance between these two extremes can be challenging. Migration is another challenge. This isn't, oh, Mama Bubble, you subscribed. Thank you so much. You're on a 2-month streak. Wow, thank you. So much love. Migration is another challenge. There is an element of sacrifice involved in leaving the known and familiar and trusting in your intuition to get where you need to be. The bird card also tells you that a new opportunity is close by. Lift your head past your current focus and look around for it. A bird's eye view may reveal something you might otherwise not have known about. New opportunities are on the horizon. And the reflection, have you been struggling to change your mindset and learn something new? A great question to ask as you're learning to embody the journey, embrace the magic of the journey, not just the goals you set inside the journey. So yeah, I love that card resonates, or parallels with the reading itself. That's pretty cool when that happens. I love that, and I love this Green Witch Oracle deck. It has such a great guidebook. Own Dog Games, hype, right? Thank you. Okay. Everything was on point. Solid reading. Well, thank you. I appreciate you letting me know. I'm glad. Thanks, love, and thank you. I appreciate you letting me do another reading for you. So let's see. Sacred Mallow. They said they would be right back. Taffy Slime. How have you been? I have been recently doing well. I was going through a bout of mania where it made it really hard to stream regularly, but this is my second stream in 5 days, so I'm doing well. I'm here. I didn't leave. Oh, okay. Awesome. Sorry, I wasn't sure what BORB meant up above. I thought that might be a typo for be right back. But I'm glad you're here. You're up next, and I can do a reading for you. What kind of reading are you hoping for tonight? Oh, bird, but burb, but borb. I love your play with words. I love people that have fun with words. I'm sorry I'm not good at interpreting that, but I love that you're playing with words. I think words are so much fun, and there's so many different ways to be fun with words. Alliteration is one of my favorite ways. But yeah, just Plain up making words silly. Love it. So I like to do diamond spread readings, but I can do just the general reading. Okay, let's do it. Mix up the cards and get you your reading. I like general readings. I like to just see the magic of what the cards have to say. Some people like to direct their energy and focus it around a question or theme, which that's magical to me as well. Cards and interpreting them is so magical. It's just neat to see random chance bring to light something that's meaningful through me for somebody else. It's so exciting to see it unfold. And so I love general readings because it's absolute random chance. I have no information, no guidance, no direct connection to what the cards are going to say, and yet I get to watch them unfold and become something meaningful. And I love that process. So I appreciate getting to do it. Queen of Cups. Sacred Mala. I'm in a really positive place in my life despite a bunch of health and financial issues popping up. It feels weird. I've never been this content. I've never been this content or like hopeful without feeling like something awful is about to happen. But no, this time I just feel a solid sense of certainty that things will work out. Well, welcome to a blessed perspective to have. Hold on to that hope, that light, that positive energy, that peace, that comfort, that calm. However it manifests for you, you are in good graces in the state of mind you're in. Life doesn't have to be perfect in order to feel wonderful inside of it. And that hope that everything is going to be okay, that is the beginning of peaceful prosperity that doesn't depend on external details to manifest. I love that you're in that place. Like Taffy said, that's wonderful. I love that for you. And with the Queen of Cups coming up, without knowing the direct keywords for that card, I feel that's reflective of the positive place you're in. Four of Wands. Five of Wands, I'm sorry. Well, as I said it, here it comes. Four of Wands. And King of Wands reversed. So a lot of wands. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's see. Queen of Cups. It's been a lot of work to get here. Like I've been through more than most people ever go through in twice the age I am. I think sometimes the people that have the hardest journey have the direct path to a more comfortable state of mind because they didn't have the privilege of having comfort and peace in normal circumstances. So in the extreme state of their life and all they've been through, they have to find some sense of ability to be okay, even when everything is not okay. And that's a freedom. I'm sorry, money buys a lot of things, but it does not buy that sense of peace. Like, you can have so much and still need more, but that stable sense of things will be okay, it lets go of fears and doubts and worries and stress and anxiety and all those negative things that cloud the mind and body and spirit and just weighs on the soul. Like these things, they distract us. And so I love that you're feeling the wholeness that comes outside of that distraction. Queen of Cups, compassion, warmth, kindness, intuition, healer, counselor, supportive. The Queen of Cups represents emotions, femininity, and intuition. This card reminds, I will never say no to more money. And who would? Money makes life more comfortable. And in the modern world, it makes a lot of things easier to get. And so it would be silly to deprive the self of money just because money is corrupt. In the previous reading, we were talking about reflecting on how money influences your perspective, choices, and beliefs, right? Because money is going to be what it's going to be. It's something we all deal with collectively as a people because that's what our society has created. So outside of money's presence is our personal relationship to it. We can be poor and still not care about money. We can be rich and be obsessed with money to the point where it means we can't enjoy life unless we're constantly getting more money. There's a balance to be found. Money enough to cover bills and have your comfort and security and stability, but maybe not so much that you don't think to help other people, right? I don't know. Money is an interesting figure in this world. I think it's definitely the power that comes with a surplus of money that ultimately corrupts. I think so too. When you have too much, you become spoiled. And when you're spoiled, you don't appreciate the finer graces in your life. You take them for granted. And in having so much as money affords people, they take advantage or take for granted the very lives that they could be helping, instead taking more for themselves than they could ever need. But this card, Queen of Cups, speaks of the opposite of that: compassion, warmth, kindness, intuition. This card is also a sign for the asker to trust their intuition and heart. How are you? I am doing well, Jenny. I am having a good night. I'm enjoying the readings that have come so far. I started with one for myself, and then I'm on to this second one for the community, and it's already so beautiful. So I'm excited for the evening of readings ahead. This card is also a sign for the asker to trust their intuition and heart. All the answers to their questions lie within. The Queen of Cups communicates the need to stand strong in their truth and light. So in that peace you feel, that hope, that better, that everything will be okay, that's your truth and light. Hold on to that. Don't let it go. Nurture it. Let it grow and prosper. Next is the Magician in the internal influence. Willpower, desire, being resourceful, skill, ability, concentration. Okay. I saw that you have ads, so I will kind of busy myself waiting for you to come back so you don't miss your reading. So yeah, these readings have been really cool. And Taffy, loud ad. Oh, that's not cool. And I am on Sacred Mallow right now. Sergeant Jenny, I'm not sure if they're going to want a reading from me because I can't predict if somebody's going to call. So, and then Mama Bubble. So we are moving along through the night. I'd love you to join if you're interested in a reading. It might be a little bit of a wait, but I love sharing readings. If I had lots of money, I would like to be Keanu Reeves. He seems like a really down-to-earth person. I don't know much about famous people, but from what little I've heard about the guy, he just seems genuinely humble, like a really just cool, nice person to get to meet. Welcome back. I paused with reading so if you wouldn't miss anything. For me, Mama Bubble, there's nobody I really want to replicate. I want to embody the perfect me that redefines what being rich should look like. And so that's my dream. If I'm going to be famous or rich, I want to be so rich and famous that I teach other rich and famous people what to do with their money. Taffy, you joined. Awesome. I would want to just live like I am now with lots of money. Like that, I would like to go broke with money. I would like to have so much that I just found new and inventive ways to spend all of it helping people. And I think that would be a lot of work, but I think that would be good work to get lost in. To be my life's journey, that would be amazing. The Magician. Magician represents pure willpower. Using the power of the elements in the suits, he transforms the potential of the fool into reality through the power of his desires. When you get the Magician in your reading, it might mean that it's time to tap into your full potential without hesitation. It might be in your new job, new business venture, a new love, or something else. This state you're in, this state of feeling everything's going to be okay. I believe in law of attraction. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your energy attracts equal energy to witness and engage with. So this Magician comes to speak of your true potential. You've tapped into that state of calm that comes when you know everything's going to be okay. That's going to ripple outward and attract powerful experiences to have inside of a calm state of mind, a state of being. The Magician is one of your favorite cards. Well, I love that it popped up for you. That's awesome. I love when cards are resonant and people like seeing them. So let's see, 5 of Wands in the external influence. Rivalry, friendly contest, potential shift, preparedness, cautious optimism, escalating dynamics. The 5 of Wands symbolizes an amicable rivalry that carries a subtle undercurrent of uncertainty. It underscores the need for caution and readiness for a possible shift in the situation. You mentioned you had real life stuff going on. Perhaps this is a reflection of that. A transition from friendly competition to a more serious conflict. This card serves as a reminder that attention to detail can avert misunderstandings. The querent is advised to stay resilient and patient as they possess the capability to overcome obstacles diplomatically. I like that. So in this new state of mind that you're in, that everything's going to be okay, it allows you to resolve issues and conflicts, struggles and hardships that come up amicably because there's no longer that force or pressure to exert your authority to make things happen. It's just a peaceful acceptance that life is going to be okay no matter what's going on. Which then brings us to the 4 of Wands. What's needed, this card is in the position of what's needed to better understand or overcome. Community, home, celebrations, reunions, parties, gatherings, stability, belonging. The 4 of Wands represents joyful celebration, reunion, and relaxation. This card signifies that the querent has reached an important milestone on a project or achieved a goal, which I think that state of calm that you're in is definitely a life achievement. It's something to find peace when life has been anything but peaceful. This card is also about family reunion, homecoming, and feeling satisfied and safe at home. Welcome, Call Me Your Daddy. It's exclamation ALMA space join. The querent may have recently returned from a trip or is finally ready to lay down roots. I like the sense of home that comes from laying down roots. And when you know that everything is going to be okay, you can finally make choices that are grounded and centered in you. Yeah, it makes me laugh every time I see it. Call me your daddy. Haha. King of Wands. It makes me laugh because I call my husband daddy. So it just makes me laugh that someone else is like, call me your daddy. I was like, nope, already got one. So King of Wands reversed. Forceful, domineering, tyrant, vicious, powerless, ineffective, weak leader. The King of Wands reverse can indicate the asker has been put in a leadership position or has spearheaded a project but is experiencing imposter syndrome. They are feeling unworthy to lead and may be doubting their capabilities and strength. So this card just comes to me to speak of this branching out in this new direction. Like, it's a leadership position that doesn't necessarily exert authority to lead. It's leading with hope and peace, and that's a different path forward, one that might flex different muscles than you're used to using in life's activities. Virtual daddy, haha, funny. You need to maintain your position and not take actions that you know you should not take. You also need to consider whether you have been overly authoritarian and insensitive towards others. I don't think, well, those are always good things to consider, but I like the advice to not take actions that you know you should not take. Ultimately, align yourself with what feels right, right by you and right by others, and make sure that if everything's going to be okay, do your best to make sure everything's okay by others as well. Because ultimately, those others around you that you can affect, they ripple into the feelings of goodness that your journey can evoke. And the Green Witch Oracle deck. So let's get you your Oracle card. Oak Tree. Power, courage, strength. I love this card. '83. I've never called anyone daddy. I've had people call me daddy though, which is very fun. Toying with gender expectations brings me so much joy in the way that a trickster does mischief. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I started calling my husband daddy very early in our relationship, but I also met him early in our relationship where that kind of thing seemed funny because we were so young. But yeah, I like now that I call my husband daddy because I have an absent father and my husband shows what a real father can be. And so he heals me in all the ways my father hurts me. And so I like to have a different name. My husband is not father. He's not dad, which are names that I've referred to my dad as. He's daddy. He's different. He's special, and he makes life magical. And so I love the norms that my husband breaks in what men can be. He shows honesty and commitment and loyalty and devotion and wisdom and grace and just all these wonderful words. And so for everything that has ever been wrong with a man, my husband shows me how good men can be. And he gave me a son as well to see what little boys can be, because I believe all of us little boys and girls, we're just hurt by this society we live inside of. And so ultimately we're conflicted because it's hard to feel good inside this pressure cooker of a society we're inside of. We we support people with a chip on their shoulder from their parents. Yeah, of course, because we're all just little ones that have been hurt, that weren't loved the way we needed. And so hating on people that are hurt doesn't help them feel better. And it doesn't help us feel better about it, embodying hate and judgment and condemnation, those icky words. They don't make you feel good. So, oak tree. I forget what page I was going to. Power, courage, strength. The oak tree is a popular symbol of strength. The wood is dense and durable, reliable and long-lasting. This tree symbolizes power and bravery, telling you that you can stand up to whatever storms is on the horizon. The mighty oak begins as a tiny acorn. It is reassuring to know that something so immense and strong started out as something that you can hold between two fingers. Not only does it remind us that small things can yield huge results, it also reminds us that growing takes time. Rapid growth uses energy to reach a goal quickly. Slow growth uses energy to ensure stable, strong development. The oak tree card urges you to be brave and to stand tall. Stand tall in your belief that everything is going to be okay. You have the strength to endure anything that's meant to come before you, and you will see it through to the other side where you are most meant to be, better for it. Reflection. Is there something you've been avoiding because of fear of confrontation? A good card to ask as you accept, fall back into a more peaceful way of being. Where have you been avoiding conflict? Because ultimately, avoidance is something that needs processed. So it's always good to, reflect in that area. So yeah, Sacred Mallow, I hope that was a good reading for you. I appreciate you letting me do that for you. So that brings up Jenny Vlogs. Are you still there, Jenny? Thank you for being here, Sacred Mallow. I appreciated having your long conversations and deep engagement. I appreciate participation, and you really participated tonight, and I appreciate that. Nice. I'm not a spiritual person, but I like tarot as a tool for self-reflection. I like that as well. I'm here for the reflection and insight that tarot can inspire. I love that, and I love the magic that surrounds it. Like, it's so neat to have cards there to divine information for somebody else. So I appreciate that you can like tarot, even though it's spiritually, it's not there for you. So Jenny, are you there? Been streaming for a bit, and I'm gonna stand up and take a break while I wait for to give Sergeant Jenny a chance to come back. It might be on break or something might have reset, so I want to give them a moment. So I'm going to stand up and take a break, and then if give them a moment when I come back, and if not, then we'll move on to the next person, which is Mama Bubble. So Mama Bubble, if Jenny isn't here when I get back, you're up next. So I'll see you soon. Jenny Bubble Taffy Daddy. That's who's up. That's the cue order. So Jenny, are you there? We'll give you a couple moments and then we're going to move on to Mama Bubble, who I hope is still there. Yes, she was talking while I was away. So, yeah. I like journaling prompts. When I do readings, I usually journal by hand. The meaning of the cards, I feel it gives a different experience. When I started doing readings for others, I actually did text-based tarot readings where I would, journal or type the response or the inspiration for the cards as a form of a reading. So I'm fluent in both these live readings and text-based readings. Crap me up.
Crap you up?
I almost dropped the tablet. Oh, I'm glad you didn't.
Yikes.
Oh, goodness. That's not good when that happens. All right, we'll give Jenny a couple more moments and then we will move on to Mama Bubble. Glad you didn't drop it, Taffy. I don't see the person in the viewer list anymore. Oh, okay. Just in case they might be viewing somewhere. I just want to give them a moment. Daddy.
Yes. You're right.
I appreciate you. You're so goofy. Okay. So we'll move on to Mama. Gotta get fit. Showing off your muscles. I find I do readings when I am creating. I made someone a Tree of Life dream catcher and ended up doing a reading for them as well. Oh, that's really cool. I love dream catchers, and I love that you incorporated the Tree of Life into the dream catcher. That would be really beautiful. I wear Tree of Life stuff. I have Tree of Life earrings, necklace, and bracelet that I wear for the reading. So I really connect to the Tree of Life. So do I. I love that. To get her GUN. My husband said it's Jenny Vlog, and I was saying Jenny Vlog, which is crazy because I'm a blogger, so it's silly that I wouldn't naturally think of vlog instead of vlog, but I have a history and I'm very notorious for messing words up and not reading things properly, so it's kind of my thing. It is. Jenny got a good night, right? I guess. I hope she has a good night. I live this cracked screen. What's funny? You're laughing. Goodness gracious. My husband is losing it, and I don't know if it's something I did. I don't know. But I'm sorry you've got a cracked screen. I have lived with cracked screens, and those are no fun. Hopefully it's not a cracked screen that splinters when you touch it, just cracks on the screen. He is really losing it. So Mama Bubble, you are up. What kind of reading can I get for you?
It's an Aerosmith song. Jenny got a gun.
Oh, it's an Aerosmith song. I'm an uncultured swine. I didn't get it. But my husband got it, and he is laughing hysterically.
You said Jenny got a good night, right? I hope she did.
Oh, I see. You type GN instead of gun, so it wouldn't trigger the warnings. And I thought you said good night, and my husband caught it all because he knew the reference. My bad.
Whoo! Good Lord.
I gotta go get ready for bed, but thank you for the reading. Thank you, Sacred Mallow. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you. I hope you'll come back and let me do another one for you in a future moment. And I hope you have a good evening. Oh, no splintering. Good. I'm glad. General, please. All right, let's get a general reading for you. 7 of Swords. I love that that cracked you up. You don't often get to laugh like that.
It is. Jenny got a good night, right? Jenny got a good night. Am I okay?
Ah. That really cracked my husband up. He is really laughing out here. 5 of Pentacles reversed. And the Tower reversed.
I think it's Janie got a gun.
Oh, it is.
I think so.
I know that song. That's like old school.
Yeah.
I won't sing it because I don't want to.
With the fact that you didn't get the reference. You should give her a good night.
Good night. No.
That's the part that sends me.
I'm glad. I hope she did. All right, 7 of Swords. My husband's having a good night. That Jenny comment really got him. Okay, 7 of Swords. Lies, trickery, scheming, strategy, resourcefulness, sneakiness, cunning. You may feel the urge to run away, but you should not take up defensive positions. Do not become an enemy to yourself. You need to show diplomacy, dexterity, and flexibility. Only then can you easily cope with opposition and achieve your goals. So I like that. Diplomacy, dealing respectfully with people, dexterity and flexibility, being bendable and amenable to open to different ways of thinking. I think those are great ways to embody a moment and in dealing with others. This card also symbolizes the need for smart and strategic thinking in the face of a current challenge. The asker has the foresight, resourcefulness, and skills needed to overcome any obstacle. So currently there's an obstacle this card would indicate. And so, but you have the skills that are needed to overcome it. So let's see what the other cards have to say. Page of Swords. Curious, witty, chatty, communicative, inspired, vigilant, alert, mental agility. The Page of Swords represents communication, innovation, and moving forward with projects. The asker may be brimming with new ideas or enthusiasm and exploring ways to publicly share them. You may need to contact a professional consultant for help in order to make a decision. Carefully weigh the pros and cons before signing a contract. Taffy, be right back. All right. I think you are coming up. Let me see. You are after Mama Bubble. So hopefully we've got some time. We're only on the second card. So hopefully you'll be back quickly. Page of Swords. Carefully weigh the pros and cons before signing a contract. Contact a professional. Represents communication, innovation, and moving forward. So if the 7 of Cards speaks of a conflict and having the skills, I think the Page of Swords is the internal influence where communication is the best way out of a bad situation or a tricky situation. Being open and honest and transparent are good ways to move forward in hard times. The Hierophant. Traditions, social groups, conventionality, conformity, education, knowledge, beliefs. To see the Hierophant in a reading is a spiritual search for meaning, focused on improving moral qualities. Perhaps the path of a wise teacher or an official teacher will come to help you in your spiritual search. The Hierophant card suggests Lizzie's Mystic Connections. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you as well. I'm glad to have you back. I hope you're doing well. I'm having a good evening. Readings are going wonderfully, so I'm feeling good tonight. New moon, new energy to share, and I love it. The Hierophant card suggests that it's better for you to follow social structures which are established and have their own traditions. You might be involved in certain ceremonies, rituals, or other religious trappings, for instance. So, in the external motivation, I guess this speaks of tradition. So, things that are already there, participating, taking whatever this current situation is and looking for structure to help better understand it, right? Because this was about communication. And so taking communication into the social structures that are there. What does the Five of Pentacles have to say? Positive changes, and this card is what's needed to better overcome or understand. Positive changes, recovery from loss, overcoming adversity, forgiveness, and feeling welcomed. The Five of Pentacles reversed is a positive omen. If the asker has been feeling as though they've been struggling lately, it is a sign of progress and indicates that the universe will be sending support. The Five of Pentacles reversed tells us to connect to our power and capabilities. Another card that speaks of skills and abilities to overcome current hardship. It suggests that any problems with money and income, as well as difficulties in business, will be overcome. Additionally, it can indicate that the asker may receive a temporary job. So a good omen. But again, I like that your strength and resilience and flexibility is what will be rewarded. Good things are on the way. And that brings us to the Tower. Reversed. Averting disaster, delaying the inevitable, resisting change. When you get the Tower card reversed, you may feel that a crisis is looming on the horizon, and you struggle as much as you can to avoid its manifestation. What you have relied on may no longer be there for you. However, do not feel this as a drastic and depressing change. Instead, it's time for you to become more self-reliant. And I like that. In light of hard circumstances, we learn to become more self-reliant. We witness what we're capable of, and we understand what we've been through. Sugar Plum, it's exclamation ALMA space join to get in the queue. Hiya, welcome. Glad to have ya. Hope you're having a good night. So yeah, the Tower, as stuff is happening, as the Seven of Swords indicated, the Tower is just the shaking of the things that no longer serve, the falling away of what doesn't matter, and the opening up to something that matters more. So let's see what your Oracle card has to say. Autumn, beauty and balance. That was good. Oh, good. I'm glad you understand it. That's what I hope for. I hope something resonates, that it makes sense. Harvest, determination, hard work. Harvest time means hard work. It's time to reap the results of sowing and tending, and that usually means a lot of effort concentrated in a short period of time. This time can be just as exhausting as when you sowed your seeds, but it is a necessary part of the successful growing season. Sometimes you might think that it's all about sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's important to appreciate your success, but don't lose your way. The Harvest card directs you to collect your bounty, to recognize your blessings, and to not stop working too early. You're almost there, but you still have things to see through. Work to recoup the energy you previously invested. And the reflection, are you burning out because of too much hard work too quickly? How can you give yourself support as you reap the bounty of your efforts? So yeah, Anye Very, or any every. I say things all the time. Goodness gracious, I get things wrong. Any every. Hello, welcome to Tarot of the Soul. I'm glad to have you first time chatter. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mama Bubble. I appreciate you waiting for your reading. I appreciate you coming back and subscribing. I love that you're on a 2-month streak. I definitely appreciate the support. I'm glad it was great for you. That's what I hope for when I give readings. So I'm glad I was able to deliver that for you. I hope you have a blessed night, and thank you for letting me share some time with you this evening. I appreciate you being here. So Taffy, that brings you up next. Did you make it back? Yes, you're still there. Thank you. I hope you do as well. Thank you, Mama Bubble. I appreciate you. I hope to see you soon. So Taffy, welcome to the reading table. I'm glad you're still there. What kind of reading can I get for you tonight? It's been a busy night. Had a lot of readings so far and still have more to do. I like that. New moon is bringing a lot of opportunity to read for people. Let the cards speak. Okay, I like it. Okay, first card. Ace of Wands. Five of Swords reversed. Two of Pentacles. The Chariot. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, Ace of Wands. Inspiration, creative spark, new initiative, new passion, enthusiasm, energy. Wands symbolize creativity, and the Ace of Wands is the boldest among the cards in the suit. It bravely helps you find your own voice in a creative space where you can develop your own vision. When you draw the Ace of Wands, it indicates that you should just go for it. Take the chance and pursue an idea that you have in mind. I like that. If it's in your mind, follow it. That's the path to take. That's good advice. We don't often follow our inspiration because of reasons. But when you lead with the purest of intention and focus, life just becomes magical. So 5 of Swords. Leave my milk alone, Snickers. Don't get in there. No. 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 I said no. See? Persistent. Reconciliation, resolution, compromise, revenge, regret, remorse, cutting losses. This is in the internal influence position. She's an adorable little kitty. We love her. This is Snickers. She is our newest kitty. She's like 10 or 11 months old. She's a young one. And she is just full of spit and vinegar. Well, in a good way. She's adorable. So much life and energy. The 5 of Swords reversed can often show up when the asker is having trouble moving on from someone in their life or feels they are in a never-ending power struggle. This card can also show up when the asker is feeling unfocused in their energy or is not making progress on a project despite their constant efforts. So this card, internal motivation and taking a new direction. The asker is encouraged to be patient with themselves and focus on taking small, consistent steps in the direction they are hoping to go towards. Another card that says go in that direction. If it's on your mind, follow it. Two of Pentacles. Balancing resources, adaptation, resourcefulness, flexibility, stretching resources. The twos are all about relationships, balance, and harmony. The Two of Pentacles signifies that the asker is multitasking and attempting to balance many responsibilities. This card can also indicate that the asker needs to implement more organization into their routine. They should determine which resources will help them feel less overwhelmed, whether it is hiring additional help or seeking advice. So consider your needs as you move forward in this new direction and how the external world can support those needs. Relationships, balanced, grounded, centered decisions, right? Relationships help us bring things to light because it's easier with the help of others than it is to do it on our own. So I like the relationship card comes in the external influence position. The Chariot. Success, ambition. This is in the what's needed to overcome or better understand position. Success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self-discipline, focus. The Chariot tarot card is all about overcoming challenges and gaining victory through maintaining control of your surroundings. This perfect control and confidence allows the charioteer to emerge victorious in any situation. You will be able to stay on the chosen path if your decision is firm. Your strategy should be to move forward decisively and have a clearly defined goal. So that idea in your mind, form it into a goal. Set that goal and move forward with it. Let that carry you forward from this moment. And that brings us to Wheel of Fortune, the higher understanding or resolution. Change, cycles, fate, wrong one. Bad luck, lack of control, clinging to control, unwelcome changes, delays. When the wheel is reversed, it means that luck has not been on your side and misfortunes have been following you. When it is associated with this card, you must understand that these are due to external influences that you cannot control. What you shouldn't do, however, is cling to the illusion of control. Perhaps in this turn of the wheel, the lesson is to learn to let go and release. As you set your goal, release the need to control things to make it happen. Just do your best and follow yourself forward through the choices you need to make that align you with that goal. Don't plan every moment out. Enjoy the journey, but let the journey be guiding you towards that goal. Perhaps you need to wait for the wheel of fortune to turn in your direction. And so I believe when you follow this idea, this goal, ultimately the wheel is going to turn in your favor because you're going to be aligning yourself with what's right by you. And when we do what's right by ourselves and others, I feel there's always good to be found. And, okay. Call Me Your Daddy. I am finishing up the reading with Taffy. They are on an ad, but when they come back, I'm going to do their oracle card, and that brings you up. So if you are there, let me know so I can get ready to do your reading for you. Add over. Welcome back. I drew your oracle card, which is Trunk, Stability, Loyalty, and Reliability. Like a spine, the stalk or trunk is the central column of a plant from which everything branches. It is both the support and connector, unifying the extremities of crown and roots. The newer, softer wood just beneath the protective bark of the trunk conveys moisture from the ground upward and moves energy created in the leaves downward. The core is what gives the tree its strength. Like a tree, your core has been formed of past experiences as you've grown. Make a list of your core beliefs, who you are, what you hold dear, and what you would never compromise on. This is who you truly are. The trunk card reminds you to stay true to those beliefs to provide a safe, stable place for new experiences to develop. Reflection. What have some formative experiences in your life been, and how have they shaped who you are today? As your cards were talking of moving forward with a new idea and a new goal, I think it's definitely good to reflect on where you've come from and where you've been and what brought you to this moment, so you know what you're carrying forward with you as you make your choices. So yeah, I hope that was a good reading for you, Taffy. I appreciate you waiting around to get your reading. I appreciate that you were here this evening in the chat, to let me do a reading for you. So yeah. Leave the milk alone. Sugar Plum. I'm sorry. I was just going to skip over Call Me Oh Daddy and move to you. I'm sorry you have to head out. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you can come back another time and let me, I hope I can catch you next time. I'm hoping to try to stream Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and any other night I feel motivated to get online. Little Princess Cherry, you're lurking. Well, I'm glad you're here. So you have time. Good, Sugar Plum. Let me do that. I believe you were next in the queue. Let me just, After Tathy was Call Me Oh Daddy, and so then you. So let's do your reading. Call Me Oh Daddy is next, but he pops in and out, and so he's not here right now. I tried calling out for him and he didn't respond. So I'm just go ahead and moving to the next. Little Princess Cherry, if you want a reading, I can do one for you after Sugar Plum. I don't mind making you my last reading. I am wrapping up for the night. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, I think. I'm getting close. So I was gonna close the queue. So just whatever comes through. All right, let's do it. Six of Swords. I just want to make sure. I appreciate you checking. The Tower reversed. Second reading in a row that the Tower reversed has appeared. Yeah, I appreciate you checking, Little Princess Cherry. Five of Wands. Four of Wands. And the Chariot. Okay, Six of Swords. Moving on, departure, leaving behind, distance, accepting lessons. Six of Swords represents transition, change, and holding on to the past. The asker is currently going through a transformational period that involves shifts in their love life, career, or a living situation. This card can also symbolize a trip the asker will need to take alone. They may be feeling separation anxiety from loved ones, but they are making the right decision for their future. This card feels like a pausing point as you're saying goodbye to something and waiting for the something new to come. It's interesting. It has an interesting vibration. I don't often draw this card, but this is the second time it's come tonight, but the first time that it's come upright. The Tower. Averting disaster, delaying the inevitable, resisting change. When you get the Tower card reversed, you may feel that a crisis is looming on the horizon, and you struggle as much as you can to avoid its manifestation. The Tower card is in the internal influence. So this card speaks of resisting change, right? Trying to avoid what's meant to be. What you have relied on may no longer be there for you. However, do not view this as a drastic and depressing change. Instead, it's time for you to become more self-reliant. So I like when things are shifting and when things are changing and we're learning lessons and growing, that we become more self-reliant. We're aware of what we're capable of where we've been, of what we're doing, and it helps us make better choices going forward. So I like that. As you're closing the chapter to something, you're opening the door to letting go of the things that no longer serve you. Which brings us to Five of Wands. Rivalry, friendly contest, potential shift, preparedness, cautious optimism, escalating dynamics. The Five of Wands symbolizes an amicable rivalry that carries a subtle undercurrent of uncertainty. It underscores the need for caution and readiness for a possible shift in the situation, a transition from friendly competition to a more serious conflict. This card serves as a reminder that attention to detail can avert misunderstandings. The querent is advised to stay resilient and patient as they process the capability to overcome obstacles diplomatically. I like that. So you're closing the chapter. And this card, this sounds like closing the chapter to unhealthy relationships in the world. Like letting go of those people that no longer serve, that aren't there to support you or uplift you or make you feel good about yourself. Letting them go and finding a better sense of community in the world around you. Which brings us to Four of Wands. Community, home, celebrations, reunions, parties, gatherings, stability, belonging. The Four of Wands represents joyful celebration, reunion, and relaxation. This card signifies that the querent has reached an important milestone on a project or achieved a goal, perhaps at this changing point where something is closing and something new is beginning. This card is also about family reunion, homecoming, and feeling satisfied and safe at home. The querent may have recently returned from a trip or is finally ready to lay down roots. I like the idea of having a comfortable sense of home. When things are shifting, changing, and conflicting, it's great to come home and feel safe and comfortable. And that's the essence of what helps us overcome anything, is carrying that safety and stability inside a home that's with us wherever we go. When you have your home with you wherever you go, you become the Chariot. Success, ambition, determination, willpower, control, self-discipline, focus. The Chariot Tarot card is all about overcoming challenges and gaining victory through maintaining control of your surroundings. This perfect control and confidence allows the charioteer to emerge victorious in any situation. For me, control is fluid. It's letting things be as they're meant to be without exerting too much influence of my own to make things happen. I believe in being my best self, and I believe being my best self leads me to the best outcome. So the charioteer, the perfect control, is maintaining control over yourself to be the best in any given situation. And when you can be your best self, new doors open, new opportunities manifest, and new directions head to take. And so it's just deciding what's right by you in this moment. You will be able to stay on the chosen path if your decision is firm. Your strategy should be to move forward decisively and have a clearly defined goal. So yeah, like that reading. That was a good reading. The cards really lined up and resonated with each other. Told a story. Thank you. You're welcome. And you got Earth as your oracle card. Peace, grounding. The Earth card offers a moment of reflection and connection. You may be losing yourself and becoming too focused on work, schedules, and to-do lists. Sometimes you don't realize how far you've strayed from your relationship with nature and its calming energy. Even those of us who work with nature daily can sometimes get set in our ways and become complacent. This card is a reminder to consciously renew your connection with nature and listen to what the natural world has to say. Take a step back and breathe, giving yourself space to find balance. Clear your mind and open it to the communication of nature. Let its energy soothe and revitalize you as you ground yourself in the earth. Reflection. Do you need to reboot your connection to nature or maybe help someone else connect to nature? And nature, home, peace, comfort, stability, these are all words that are interchangeable to me. And so as the chariot was finding that sense of home and controlling yourself to move forward, I think this Green Witch card calls on earth, the home of which gives you life. Tap into that as a vast reservoir of energy to guide your way forward. So Sugar Plum, you're welcome. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you. I'm glad that I got you one before you had to head out for the evening. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I hope you'll join me another evening and I can get you another reading sometime. And until then, I hope you have a good rest of your night. Sleep well and hit the new day ahead fresh and ready to go. Much love. Much love to you as well. So Little Princess Cherry, that brings us to you. My final reading of the evening. You're still here. Good. Hello, Crypto Carrion over on YouTube. Saw your video and was always curious about card readers. Would you mind doing one for me? Yes, I will actually. I was finishing up my last reading with Little Princess Cherry over on Twitch, but I very rarely have people interact with me over on YouTube. So I would definitely like to get you a reading. Let me finish up with the one I'm about to do, and then we'll move to you if you'd like. If there's something in general you have in your mind that you'd like to have a reading around, I do love doing general themed readings that offer, it's like called a diamond spread. It's a 5-card reading. The first card is the focus. The second and the third card are the internal and external influences. The fourth card is what's needed to overcome or better understand. And the fifth card is the higher resolution or understanding. And they all revolve around the focus. So it gives a very broad reading that often resonates with people when I share them. So I hope that sounds like something that you'd like to try. And once I finish up with Little Princess Cherry, then I can do a reading for you. I was wondering what Aphrodite wants me to help with. Well, as Aphrodite is the goddess of love, I will do a love reading for you. But we'll start with oracle cards. I think it's this one I want. I have love oracle cards. So I'm going to draw one of those, and that will lead off the reading. Oh no, ads. Okay. That's okay. I can just wait for you to come back. Crypto Carrion, I hope you're still there. I'm still working with Little Princess Cherry. She just went to ads on Twitch. So it'll be a moment before they're back so I can do the reading. But I just, I appreciate that you're here and that you found me and you reached out so I could do a reading for you. So I hope you'll be there when I finish. Welcome back, Little Princess Cherry. What I was going to say is I was going to draw a card from the Love Oracle deck I have that's more deep meaning, and we can take that as inspiration for the reading. And the card that came is Your Pain Has Purpose. And I believe that. We are shaped by everything we have come through before, right? Who we are is an accumulation of every life experience we've had. And so every hurt you've had, every trauma you've endured, every abuse or violation you've experienced, it does have purpose. If nothing more than it connects you to people who are going through the same. And in that connection, there's community and love and kindness and support and nurturing and upliftment and just a whole abundance of things that can be found when you let your pain have purpose. More than just something to deal with. It's something, a strength you have and carry with you. So the High Priestess. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. Thank you so much. I was inquiring about the red money I picked up. Okay. I will see what, was it a good investment in myself, and will it flourish before the end of the year? Thank you. By the way, I love the background music. Well, thank you. Just to be 100% honest, I am not a predictor of the future. I do offer prediction services in the way of conjure cards that are specifically for predicting outcomes, but those come with a donation requirement of $11.23. So that is something I feel prediction is very heavy, a heavy ask. And so I ask people to show their buy-in into the outcome. And so, so I don't know that I can tell you if anything about your investment. I'm not clairvoyant. I can't predict the future. I don't see things before they happen. It's not a gift. I'm an intuitive card reader. I use the cards for reflective purposes to help guide the moment, to see things from a different perspective, to better understand a situation. It's all very psychological more of than it's spiritual for me, but I don't approach it with spiritual gifts of clairvoyance. So I hope you'll still want a reading, even though I can't tell you exactly what you're hoping for. Isn't 2 of Pentacles a sign of Aphrodite? She's definitely here. 2 of Pentacles is definitely a card of love. It's relationships. And so that's definitely that card. And so I love that you are finding her, because this is the internal influence card. So Aphrodite is showing up in your internal influence. Isn't that neat? 3 of Wands. The Emperor. Sure, why not? Okay, I'll give you a reading. I'm finishing up with Little Princess Cherry, and then we'll see what we can do for you, see what the cards have to say. What I can do, like my guidebook, I like to use a guidebook for help with my readings, and this guidebook actually has finances meeting. So I'll do a finances generally themed reading for you and read the keywords in response to finances, since you're wondering about that kind of thing. Okay, so now back to you, Little Princess Cherry. The High Priestess reversed. Repressed intuition, hidden motives, superficiality, confusion, cognitive dissonance. When it comes to the High Priestess reverse, it can mean that you are finding it difficult to listen to your intuition. It is time for you to meditate and try a new approach, for at this moment the rational approach will not work. Reverse love meaning is ignoring intuition in romance, hiding true self with lover. So for this card, how sorry, one second. So how your intuition is present in the love in your life. I think that's the focus of the reading. If Aphrodite is here guiding it, how do you let love how do you let your intuition guide the love in your life? Do you listen to your inner voice, or do you resist what you know deep down and go with something different because of external reasons? Two of Pentacles reversed. Imbalance, unorganized, overwhelmed, messiness, chaos, overextending. The reverse Two of Pentacles indicates that the asker is juggling many responsibilities and may be feeling overwhelmed. I'm kind of just here. I kind of just hear it and push it away because I'm confused if it's real or not. What's real? Define that. What is real to you? You are you. Inside of you is 100% you. Everything you hear on the inside is your connection to everything on the outside. It's you witnessing your life from the inside out. Your intuition is you on the inside. Your trust should be there with you on the inside, because from the inside out, everything else flows. Seeing is believing. Absolutely. You're not going to see it a moment before you believe it's there. Faith comes first. And if you don't believe in your inner knowing, you're never going to feel a connection to it. It comes with trusting yourself, loving yourself enough to know that you know, and being okay with what you know and what you don't know. We can't know everything, but there should be some measure of peace and comfort felt with who we get to be. Knight of Wands. I understand. Good. Okay, Knight of Wands reversed. Arrogant, reckless, impatient, lack of self-control, passive, volatile, domineering. The Knight of Wands reverse can signify the asker has a buildup of creative energy and motivation, but feels confused about how to best channel it. Reverse love meaning is running from commitment, impatience, and unstable relationship. As we're talking about love, perhaps this is how love touches your life and how you let love influence you in participating with others. This card also indicates the asker has worked hard on themselves internally. Now is the time to apply the lessons they have learned to move ahead in their life. Look for answers within and see how this wisdom can help navigate the impasses they may have encountered. So how can you let love in after all that you've been through, to move forward with, and to be a central part of that inner guide that you know and trust? What's needed to better understand is the Three of Wands. Momentum, confidence. That's the key word, confidence. Expansion, growth, foresight, looking ahead. The meaning of the Three of Wands suggests that everything around your plan is going smoothly because you have taken time to plan your future and are taking steps to turn your plans into action. The upright love meaning is the next stage in relationship, romantic momentum, creating lasting foundation. I like that idea, creating a lasting foundation, building the solid foundation for which all the love in your life will manifest. Your inner knowing knows what needs healed, what needs helped and nurtured, and what needs to grow and mature. Listen to yourself. Give your chance to find that. The Three of Wands can indicate that you are in control and have a strong position, just like the character that overlooks sits calmly and strong in the card. The Three of Wands is one of the main cards that represents foresight and vision. So what an interesting card to pull, as the focus is about intuition, foresight and vision. Perhaps you're missing out on your foresight and vision because you don't trust that intuition on the inside. You don't trust your inner knowing enough to believe what's there. You only believe it if you see it. Well, faith comes first. Trust your inner knowing and watch how that ripples out to be magic you witness in the outside. That's a hard one. I was emotionally abused in so many relationships, taken advantage of. I'm sorry you were disrespected, devalued, and underappreciated. I'm sorry the love in your life hasn't been what it could have been, what you hoped for it to be. But your pain, it has purpose. There's reason for it. That hurt you feel, find meaning in it. Find the pattern between all those people that you've seen. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Something about you is attracting to people that don't value you properly. Where is that lack of valuation coming from? Why do you get into relationships with people that don't see you properly, that don't treat you fairly, that emotionally abuse you and manipulate you? Why are those the people that keep coming up in your circle? Yeah, I'll try to trust my intuition more and have faith. I think everything starts from within. It's hard to have trust and faith in others when we don't have it in ourselves. And so we're going to fall into relationships where we can't trust the other person because we can't even trust ourselves. So as somebody who's gifted in spirituality and insight, trust your inner knowing. Let that guide you, because your inner knowing is going to guide you to the best things in life and away from the things that hurt. But your lack of trust in self and your lack of trust in others is like a endlessly feeding cycle that keeps repeating itself. It's time to break the cycle. Make different choices and do things differently. Let your pain that has come from broken love heal your heart so that in the future you won't allow love to break you ever again. If I do this, I'll find the right person eventually and not be taken advantage of. I'll be respected. Yes, it starts within. If you don't respect yourself, if you don't love yourself, how can you ever expect somebody else to? It starts with yourself. By knowing how to love yourself wholesomely and wholly, you can invite people into your life that will see you wholesomely and wholly. It starts within. Love yourself fully so that you can then let others come in and love you as fully as you deserve. Not people that are going to treat you unwell from the beginning. Those people will come and go. We all meet them. Not everybody is our cup of tea. But the people that really savor your quality of being, of personhood, that you trust and have faith in, those are the people you're looking for. And yes, you will find them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Law of attraction. When you love yourself, you're going to fall in line with people that love you as well. I believe that. In your card, your oracle card, is Moon. Again, a card in alignment. I love this magic. Phases, cycle, and intuition. So another card that speaks of intuition. The pale glowing moon is visible at different degrees throughout its monthly cycle. Even though its appearances change, the moon is always present. Take solace in knowing nature is always there for you. The waxing and waning of the moon reminds you that nothing is static and that change is both inevitable and healthy. You just may not be able to see it all the time. The phases of the moon represent various energies as manifested in the growth and retreat cycle of nature itself. Nothing is ever at a standstill in the natural world, and the same goes for the energy flowing inside you. Sometimes you may find you retreat into yourself, and other times you reach outward for help. The moon card asks you to trust your intuition, trust what your intuition tells you to do. Do you tend to withdraw from when overwhelmed, or do you reach out for help? Is the reflection. Okay, I don't know what it is, but the moon and I have a great connection. I need to investigate this more sometime. And you are at ads. Okay, so let me start shuffling cards while I wait for you to come back. Crypto Carrion, are you still there for me? Have you hung around so I can get you your reading? Yes, you're still there. Yay, I'm glad. I'm just wrapping up. Welcome back from the ads. I love that you have a connection to the moon. I definitely think if you feel drawn to it, your intuition is telling you to look into that. Make that sometime soon. Trust your instinct and follow that connection. The moon guides me. I know a connection to the moon. And if it's speaking to you, you should listen. Trust yourself enough to follow that. You're welcome for the reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me do this for you. And I hope the reading was helpful and will provide inspiration to move forward with. I can hear the moon. It has a heartbeat. I believe it. I believe there's life. I don't think that's weird at all. I think you have a connection to something, and you should trust that connection. Let it manifest however it's meant to manifest. Don't judge it or condemn it or critique it. Just let it be and embrace that fullness of all that it's meant to be. Okay, Crypto. Let's get to your reading. Page of Wands. The Hermit reversed. The Hierophant reversed. The Three of Swords reversed. And the King of Wands. So we'll do a financial reading using the keywords from the finances. Okay, Page of Wands. This is the focus. Adventure, excitement, fresh ideas, cheerfulness, energetic, fearless, extroverted. The upright finances meaning is small financial gifts, temptations regarding spending. The Page of Wands represents sparks of creativity, inspiration, and energy. The asker may be experiencing the excitement of new ideas, big goals, and an eagerness to achieve their dreams. This sounds resonant with where you're at, where you've invested something in yourself and you're wondering if it'll pay off. So you have that positive energy for what could be. Soon you will receive good news or have new opportunities. The spirit of competition is in the air. Now is the best time to successfully start a new project, which you have. So you've successfully started a new project. Can you close the reading queue on Twitch? Thank you. The Hermit is in the internal influence position. Loneliness, isolation, recluse, being antisocial, rejection, returning to society. The reverse finances meaning is better understanding of material situation. You may have become so engrossed in doing things your way that you are refusing good advice or help from others. Your tendency to keep people away may be making you feel lonely and rejected. The Hermit also suggests that you may be resistant to seeing the truth, which can lead to strained relationships or even breakups. It's possible that you've ignored advice that you shouldn't have, and your stubbornness may be causing you to miss out on valuable insights. So this card speaks of a resistance to see things as they are. Internally, you took this new opportunity, this new idea for red money, and there may be some disillusion about the opportunity this presents as. Perhaps a risky investment. The Hierophant. Reversed. Rebellion, unconventionality, nonconformity, new methods, ignorance. When you see the Hierophant in reverse, it may mean that you are feeling particularly restricted and even constrained by too many structures and rules. As this is in the external influence, so often our choices are dictated by external factors. We let the external world decide how we make choices. And sometimes that pressure from the external causes us to make risky investments, risky choices. So this card, you have a particularly strong will and desire to regain control and break free from the shackles of convention. So in the external world, you're doing things in a different direction to try to change your circumstances. The reversed finances meaning is new financial institutions taking risks with finances. So yeah, I was getting, with the Hermit card, I was getting a sense of risky behavior, but that's mirrored in the Hierophant. So I guess I was reading that properly. Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed is in the what's needed to better overcome or understand position. Healing, forgiveness, recovery, reconciliation, repressing emotions. The reversed finances meaning is building savings, finding stability, severe grief about finances. The reverse Three of Swords tells the asker to let go of a painful experience they may be holding on to. Forgiveness is not easy, but this card signifies an opportunity to fully feel and acknowledge their feelings, sit with the discomfort, and then release it when they are ready. This card speaks to me to the reasons behind this risky investment, this choice with red money. What brought you, what feelings, what experiences brought you to make that choice that you want to know about in the future. feel those fully, because when you don't feel yourself fully, it's hard to make informed decisions that are in the best interest of yourself and others. The heartache subsides. You have experienced a rather painful situation, which is already coming to an end. The reverse Three of Swords can also indicate that negative self-talk and limiting beliefs are at the heart of the asker's suffering. This is a feeling card. And so we're talking about finances. And so how you feel about finances is a huge thing, because ultimately no measure of success in finances matters if you don't know how to value success. And so whatever led you to make this decision, feel it fully so you can make better decisions going forward if this doesn't turn out as happily as you hope. Which brings us to the higher understanding or resolution card, which is King of Wands. Leadership, vision, big picture, taking control, daring decisions, boldness, optimism. The upright finances meaning is financial stability, financial wisdom, generosity to others. The King of Wands card signifies the asker is competent and capable. There will be a chance to meet interesting people. You can successfully negotiate and state your point of view. This card also shows up as a reminder to trust oneself. The asker's intuition knows the way. This is a time to fully embrace their strengths and wisdom, which will enable them to make a huge difference in the world. So I like this card comes, regardless of what comes from this decision that you made, risky or not. Financial stability, financial wisdom, and generosity to others comes. That's the higher resolution. You'll get something from this. It's just a matter of what you're going to take away from this investment. And let's see. Your card is Snow. Rest, contemplation. Ooh, 111. It's an angel number. I love that. Rest and contemplation. Snow plays a variety of roles in the winter season. In a garden, snow adds nutrients, elements, and moisture to the soil. It also acts as an insulator, keeping the ground and plants protected from major temperature fluctuations. The peace of a snowfall invites you to release the stress you've been carrying. But snow isn't always peaceful. Snowstorms force you to sit still, shutting down activity and travel. Without your typical choices, storms force you to confront what you might have been avoiding. The Snow card asks you to reflect on the past, just as the Three of Swords asks you to feel what you're meant to feel. Time gives you a clearer head with which to review these events. Snow can help you work through your emotions and see the past in a more balanced fashion. Trust what they may seem like a slowdown, because it could be exactly what you need to stay safe. And the reflection to walk away with: what good things can you carry forward in life, and what can you release? As you are waiting to see if you get a return on the investment, think about what has meaning now and what doesn't. Release what doesn't, so when your investment goes upside or downside, you're there with meaning that matters, to catch it no matter where the cards may land. So yeah, Crypto Carrion, I hope that was a good reading. You were interested in card readers, and so I assume this might be one of your first readings you've ever had. I hope it was enjoyable for you. I hope it was resonant, and it maybe carried some words that you needed to hear. I appreciate you showing up. I get very little activity over on YouTube, so it was nice to have you this evening. I must say your reading is very accurate. I suffered from a devastating relationship collapse, which caused me to make a faith-based investment. I'm sorry you're hurting. I'm sorry love is hurting, but I'm glad the cards were resonant, and that I thank you. I thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you. I hope your investment turns out. I hope your faith isn't lost in your investment, and that whether it goes right or wrong, that you realize you made a choice, maybe an impulsive one, maybe a risky one. We don't know, but it was made because you were hurt. And acting out when we're hurt often doesn't lead to good results. So let yourself feel the pain, right? Let yourself grieve the loss of that relationship. Feel it fully and let yourself heal, so when the next relationship comes along, you don't hurt in the same way because somebody else has hurt you. And so I hope money pans out and that you get enough of what you need, and that you find healthy love that lasts and makes you happy. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you. You were my final reading of the night, and I'm so thankful to have you. I appreciate you being there. So I'm glad we got you a resonant reading and that it was accurate. I love that. So yeah, I will call it for the night. I appreciate you being here. To everybody here on Twitch or Kick or YouTube, thank you for being here this evening. New moon, new energy, and we had great readings tonight. I appreciate the chance to share them with everyone, and I hope to see you again. I try to stream Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, though since it's the summer, I'm trying to stream as often as I can when I feel up to it to get more streams going. So yeah, thanks for being here. I hope to see you next time.